listen to that, I'm gonna step up real quick. I'm coming back. I'm gonna be right back. Bitch. gonna show you guys how I made this beat. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I'm gonna show you how I made the beat. So first of all, I started with, where is it? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I started with. Mid-east vocals, Diugu solo. Yeah, that's the preset. Mid-east vocals, it's a contact library. Yeah, after that, I did the drums. So this is my drum. I did this first. Yeah. Yeah, very simple. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play the drums solo. Let me just go ahead and mute this. Alright. Yeah, together with the 808, that's how they sound. Yeah. Yeah, those are my drums. Yeah, that's what I did then. Then I added this melody. Okay, I'm gonna play. Yeah, then I added this brass. Yeah, I remember this is a SRX brass. Yeah, this is the preset. I don't know, can you guys see the preset? Let me check. I knew it. Alright, let me just change a setting here so that you guys can be able to see my plugins. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if it's detached here. It's detached. Let me see. Is it visible on my YouTube? Yeah, it's visible. Job. Job vipi job. Nakucheki hapo hivyo IG. Vipi bro? Alright, so after adding the SRX brass, I went ahead and I added the Juno here. This is what the Juno is doing. Yeah, it's just like a bass plug. Yeah, the Juno 60. The Roland Juno, the classic Juno. Yeah, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Alright, then after that, this is what I added. After that, I added a guitar. Yeah. As you can hear that melody, it's incomplete, but when I play all the elements together, it sounds dope. This is acoustic Sunburst Deluxe Session Guitarist. Yeah, simple. Then I added these chords. Acoustic Sunburst still. Yeah, sounds dope. I like it. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna change. I don't like this part how it's ending here. I'm just gonna stretch it out a bit. Yeah, let me hear them together. gonna leave it the way it was in the first place. I'm just gonna stretch out these notes a bit. I don't like the way it's ending abruptly. So yeah, I also added this string. This is from Aviram Strings. Yeah, this is Aviram Strings. Yeah, shout out to Chizinoma. He's the one who put me on. Yeah, Aviram Strings. Yeah, just look it. I think it's free. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I got it from a friend. Yeah, it's a really dope plugin. Let me play it for you once again. Here. Yeah, listen. Yeah, and I turned it down like all the way down. So this is my intro. Yeah, okay. I also have this Riz bass on my intro. I think this Riz bass, I turned it down and yeah, little mod X filter here on the envelope settings. Yeah, this is just a filter. Yeah, just a normal filter. It's a low pass. Then you can do this is like a resonance. Yeah, you hear what it's doing. All right. So yeah, that's everything that I have in this beat. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it play so that y'all can hear it. Then I'm gonna render it out and post it. I think I'm gonna do it live on stream. Yes, I'm gonna do it live on stream. Then I'm gonna begin the mastering session, mixing and mastering session, because that's the agenda for the day. AK4, what up, my G? It's another cook-up session today. Yeah, I already cooked up the beat off stream. I'm just playing it. Then I'm gonna do a little mixing and mastering today. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Yeah, I don't know how to tie a new rag. My stylist isn't around today. Apparently I didn't pay him enough. Yeah, he quit. Yeah, my stylist quit his job. Yeah, DJ Splice, what up? Yeah, this beat is fire, Yeah, who you hear on this beat? DJ Splice, let me know where you're watching from. Let me check out your channel real quick. I am dancer. Yeah, you're a dancer. New York City. Yeah, that's cool. You make music, DJ Splice, or you DJ music? You play with them decks. Yeah, what are they called? Those discs? Yeah, I think it's decks. Yeah, I'm not a DJ. I'm a producer engineer. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn all these MIDI clips into audio, so that it's much easier to work with. I like working with audio. Yeah, working with MIDI is really heavy on my CPU. Yeah, I have the arrangement ready. I'm just gonna render this out quickly. Yeah, you're learning to make beats. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, bro. I think you should be joining my streams. You know what? Hit me on IG. Hit me on IG, bro, so that I can be telling you every time I'm on a live stream. Every time I'm going live, I'll be hitting you up, bro. Because I drop a lot of knowledge on these streams. Yeah, it's not just yapping and yapping and yapping. Yeah, sometimes it's just talking and talking and talking. Yeah, but today it's less talking, more music. Oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I just do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it again. Yo, DJ Splice, I just checked out your channel, bro. You only get like a playlist of 2 videos. Let me give you my IG. My IG at waddumusic. Yeah, that's my IG. Just hit me on IG right now. Just do it right now, you know. All right. So this is the string. That's like a 4-bar intro. I already did the arrangement. 4-bar intro, then like an 8-bar. I think maybe you can do the hook here. Depends on the artist. Depends on how you feeling the beat. Yeah, you can do a verse here, an 8-bar verse. You can make it a chorus also, maybe a pre-chorus. Yeah, I'm done with the arrangement. I'm just gonna drop this on the mixer real quick. So I haven't found anything yet. Everything is just in the middle, especially my melodies. Everything is just like in the middle. Yeah, I need to widen it out, you know. Alright, so I'm wondering, I have 2 songs. I wanna do a mixing and mastering live. So I have 2 songs. I have an Afro song, Afrobeat, and a dancehall song. Let me know which one you wanna see me mixing and mastering. Yeah, just let me know down in the chat. first. So this is like the melody bus, then the sub bus, then the drum bus. I select all of them, then I create another bus. This is gonna be my beat, where I'm gonna name it beat, but this is almost like this is gonna be my master. I'm not gonna use the traditional FL Studio master. This is gonna be my master. That's what's really cool about FL Studio. I love it. It's really dope. Not too complicated. So I'm gonna sidechain my kick to my sub. After the sidechain, where's the fruity limiter? Under I almost forgot. Under this compression tab, sidechain. Release all the way down, sustain all the way down. Play with the knee to your liking. I'm gonna do that dancehall, K4. See, you want that dancehall? Dancehall. I'm gonna do the dancehall. Actually, that dancehall song, we have to finish the recording. I have the artist, he's around. I'm gonna call him. So we're gonna finish the recording because we already have one verse, a verse and verse 1 and the hook. Don't need anything under 200 and everything above 7k. We don't really need that. So I'm just gonna add a reverb. A reverb always does the job. But first I'm gonna add echo boy. Let me solo it so we can hear what it's doing. That's not really what I want. This preset, it just makes it wider. If you're listening on headphones or on good speakers, you can hear what it's doing immediately. Then you can just play with the style. Under this style section here. These arrows here, just click until you find the one that you like. I like this one. It's not that I like this one. I always use memory mine. I like how it sounds. It's a preference thing. That reverb. Now hear everything together. I'm gonna pan it to the right, just like 17% right. Then I'm gonna dark it a little bit. This is a free plugin. Layer, it's called Layer. Lair. It's a free plugin. Just check my levels. Let me check my levels. Check the integrated summit. 10 loops, 11 loops. That's a good level. But that's not the loudest part. This is the loudest part of the beat. this vocal. It's taking up too much space, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add like an ensemble effect. An ensemble is just like, it's just a chorus. Yeah, I think it's a chorus. And this I'm gonna place it, this string I'm gonna place it, an ensemble effect. This is Valhalla Supermassive. It's a free plugin also. Yeah, you hear that? With that? It's subtle, but you just have to keep using it over and over again so that you can hear what it's doing. Or maybe I can just do this. Without. It's almost like a flanger, a phaser of sorts. Soft clipper to remedy that real quick. And my drum bass, I'm gonna add a soft clipper. I normally put a soft clipper on like everything, cause a soft clipper, you know what it does? It's not like a limiter. The way a limiter just chops everything, it just chops the top off. Like if this was your peak, it will like chop the peak. And what a soft clipper does, if this is your peak, it will just like press it, like that's at least that's what I hate doing. It will like come on top and press it. A limiter will slice it off. And you don't want that. Like if you want your drums to hit hard, Then I'm gonna add this plugin, Punks. This is also a free plugin, I guess. This is by Oversampled. It's really dope. They have this soft clip mode and the limit mode. I normally use the soft clip mode. I just explained why I love using a soft clipper. It's because it works. So what I'm doing here, the reason I'm using this plugin, this is a compressor. So it's just, so I've set my threshold to minus 1. It's just chopping off those transients that I don't like. I don't want them because they, those peaks, they make the beat. They make the beat, how do I say this? They steal the headroom, they steal the headroom. They take away your headroom and you need that headroom for later on. Actually, that's what I do. I don't master my beats. Nowadays, I used to do mastering on my beats. Nowadays, I don't. Alright, I'm gonna add my target. I'm gonna render this out real quick. I'm gonna add Let me pitch it up and hear how it sounds. Yeah, it's cool. I actually like it like that. Start one, I'm gonna place it here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop this half beats. Yeah, then I'm gonna fade out to avoid clicks. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same to this. Half beats again. Then I'm gonna fade in, fade out. I'm gonna change the arrangement. Do I really have to? Yeah, so this is the intro, pre-hook, hook, then verse 1, after verse 1. Yeah, it's a 12-bar verse. Yeah, you normally do like an 8-bar verse, maybe a 16. I'm gonna keep it at 12. I'm gonna remove this. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this here so that the chorus comes back again. Yeah, this will be the second verse. What I'm gonna do. This is how this verse is gonna begin. This verse. Then this. Yeah, I think that's it for the arrangement. Yeah, this last beat here. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, that's it. We don't want our beat to be too long, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just do a fade out. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a fade out. Copy value, paste value. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lazy way to do it. Yeah, that's a lazy way, but it works. Always works every single time. All right, so I'm gonna add my tag. It's a banger for real. Yeah, that's my tag. It's a banger for real. It's a banger for real. It's always a banger. Alright, so I'm gonna place it. So if you upload your beats online, you have to make sure that you place your tags at least 3-4 times. You know, cause niggas be stealing, you know. Niggas be stealing. Niggas is thieves. At least when they steal it, they gotta steal it with my with my with my 4 tags. Yeah. Yeah, this is the anti-theft measure. Yeah, if they steal it, they're gonna be advertising my brand still.
What? Turn me up.
This beat here.
It's a banger for real. Banger for real. Banger for real.
Yeah, I said this beat was done, but apparently seems like there's a whole lot I can do still. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. No, yeah, like this. Chop this up, yeah, just for that effect. Yeah, that's that effect. What is it? Is it a stutter effect? Yeah, that effect. All right, I'm rendering my beat. Let me just check which key I'm working in. I don't even know. Yeah, it's B minor. B minor, yeah, B minor, or D major. Yeah, I can.
It's a banger for real. Banger for real. Banger for real.
All right, I'm rendering it out. Let me play for y'all the beat that I wanna. Let me play for y'all the song that I want us to do today. Yo, actually, Splice said we do dancehall. AK4 also dancehall. So this is the song that we are gonna be mixing today. Let me just play for you what we have recorded. This is what we have recorded. I'm gonna play it while I render this beat out, so that y'all don't get bored and leave me alone on this stream.
Turn me up.
Bada bang 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 bang, yeah. Vile inamok na uzani flani juani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislike hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I so we do it. Vile inamok na uzani flani juani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing.
It's a banger for real. Banger for real. Banger for real.
Yeah, can you hear it? Yeah, I feel like the volume is a little low compared to the other one. Yeah, that's the instrumental that we're gonna be doing. Let me just play the song once again.
Yeah.
Turn me up.
Yeah, this is an artist.
Bang 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 bang, yeah. Vile inamok na uzani flani juani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislike hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I so we do it. Vile inamok na uzani flani juani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. aso we do it, yeah, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it. Fresh off the boat mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo maana nalia clams. Wata bam bam mana babs man champion. Come and collect and then the loudest in the room. Madobas na wabumburush the loudest easy roots. Unapigwa na besi ya wadujo inabaki umedua. Stani mbaya di imami na baki atuombe dua. Dopi nuo ufi frighten. Ina mi element you know mi senses are heightened. Discipline ka samurai au Japanese kwa vite. Na show up on a daily mind me biz never mind them. Give a moment of silence. Jukombe na dedi emi yangu steady siezi miss nya roho ama ya Kevin. Rem zangu zinakuweka kwa headlines na niko ever ready. Height ya Messi igo mrefu hadi nime baby Wemby. Na washa kiblem kijamok na nirusha medi. Misipedi nimejipintu haba liska.
Alright, I'm opening the project. It may take a while, maybe.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande ready man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it, yeah, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it.
Alright, I'ma invite the artist. Yeah, I'm just gonna invite him. Maybe he doesn't even know he's about to be on the stream. Yeah, let's just pray he accepts to be on the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna be real persuasive. He's not gonna sit this one out. No way he's gonna sit this one out.
Vile ina muk na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande ready man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it, yeah, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it.
We have like a video room, it's a full studio. We have, yeah, we do video, we do audio. Yeah, he's also a videographer, yeah, dope one too. Does, yeah, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, yeah,
Turn me up.
bada bang 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 bang, yeah, 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 yeah. Vile ina muk na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande ready man na heavyweight data so we do it, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it. Vile ina muk na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande ready man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it, yeah, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it. Fresh off the boat mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo maana nalia clams. Wata bam bam mana babs man champion. Come and collect and then the loudest in the room. Madobas na wabumburush the loudest easy roots. Unapigwa na besi ya wadujo inabaki umedua. Stani mbaya di imami na baki atuombe dua. Dopi nuo ufi frighten. Ina mi element you know mi senses are heightened. Discipline ka samurai au Japanese kwa vite. Na show up on a daily mind me biz never mind them. Give a moment of silence. Jukombe na dedi emi yangu steady siezi miss nya roho ama ya Kevin. Rem zangu zinakuweka kwa headlines na niko ever ready. Height ya Messi igo mrefu hadi nime baby Wemby. Na washa kiblem kijamok na nirusha medi. Misipedi nimejipintu haba liska Dr. Sele ina muk na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande ready man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it, yeah, aso we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah, aso we do it, aso we do it. nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bombo rusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, aso we do it.
Yes, our project. Yeah, it's a heavy one. Yeah, this is a heavy project. It's a heavy project. I'm gonna mute this. Yeah. There.
Yeah. Turn me up. Better bang. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Turn me up. Better bang. Yeah. Vile ina move na zani flani jwani late. Tuko out.
So I'm gonna be doing the vocals. So I'm just gonna mute the effects that I already put. This chain I created it during the session. So I was to add another mic, but I'm not gonna add another mic. I'm just gonna use this. I'm just gonna give him my mic, because setting up, I had not planned to do this.
Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat.
Yeah.
Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, aso we do it. Outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it.
Alright, so we're about to begin recording. You're not gonna hear my voice.
Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, aso we do it. Yeah. Turn me up. Better bang. Yeah. Vile ina move na zani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, aso we do it. Vile ina move na zani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah. Aso we do it. Luku too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah. Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit look at you clean kenyan. Come and collect and they the loudest in the room. You it. Yeah, verse 2. Asubidwit look at you clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking about luneza kuna foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out. Feeling a bounce, unapenda sound. Niko out kwa shit, niko out of bounds. Yeah. Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul uneza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out. Vile na bounce, utapenda sound. Niko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha geti kali hadi east. Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit yeah, you good? Alright, 4 bars, yeah? Alright. Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking for luneza kuna foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out. Vile na bounce, utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session, niko kwa clouds, but I beg me don't sing. Nifana kana down, got the game on submission and it's time to come. Step out the crib and then it's time. Nimextend your 4 bars. Tunde tena. Asubidwit luku tu clean chenye nasi pina shuka nit. Ukisikia hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nit. Asubidwit yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking for luneza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out. Vile na bounce, utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session nuku kwa clouds, but the being mindo mzing. Wemfala kauna window fala kauna dog. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul uneza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out. Vile na bounce, utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session nuku kwa clouds, but I big me don't sing. When no falla count down. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step in the step out the crib, then I step in the jungle. Then I step in the jungle, mna congregate, keep around, be late, tamrusha sheda, mwezi need fame. hata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to take what I take then I reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds but I bing me don't sing when no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the green then I step in the jungle. I congregate, keep parambulate, and I push the shit. I'm always in the fame, and I die fame, and I concentrate to reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds but I bing me don't sing when no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the green then I step in the jungle. I congregate, keep parambulate, and I push the shit. I'm always in the fame, and I die fame, and I concentrate to I take what I take and then I take some more. A student educate, now I fascinate, can you celebrate, can you congratulate. Vile ina muda uzanifa nijua ni late. Tuko outside waki reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds but I bing me don't sing when no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Then I go step out the reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds but I bing me don't sing when no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the green then I step in the jungle. Hapo ndo dalili. Hapo kwa hiyo switch after hapo kwa hiyo switch ataanzia hapo kwa hiyo switch. Muna congregate, mkiparambulate, ata mrushe sheda mwezi ni defame, ata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to, I take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, na wa fascinate, mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Doubt, got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna congregate, keep parambulate, ata mrushe sheda mwezi ni defame, ata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, na wa fascinate, mtani celebrate. Vile in doubt, got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna congregate, keep parambulate, ata mrushe sheda mwezi ni defame, ata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to, I take what I take, then I take some more. Stuna ata mrushe sheda mwezi ni defame, ata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to, take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, na wa fascinate, mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Yeah. Then I step in the jungle, muna congregate, mkiparambulate, ata mrushe sheda mwezi ni defame, ata sidai fame, mi na concentrate to, I take what I take, then I take some more. Stuna na wa fascinate, mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Vile ina muda uzanifa nijua ni late. Tuko out panguzwa mrembo unatoka nini? Yeah, yeah, I saw we do it, I saw we do it. Yeah.
Yo, we're doing a recording. Can't talk right now. I can only use the keyboard to reply, you know.
kwa hiyo beat. But let's hear some.
Yo, bro. Yeah, just let me give you my email. You can send the song to my email. Yeah, you need an engineer. You recorded it by yourself. Yeah, we just finish up. We are finishing up on the recording. Then later I'll get a chance to listen to your song. I'm typing out my email right now. Yeah, so yeah, just yeah, don't go away. Just yeah, yeah, we're just waiting for the software to finish rendering so that we can continue making the magic, you know.
So we do it. Sounds good, man. I'll wait. Third world problems, man.
This is not third world problems.
Eh? Okay, they did it. Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
Not third world problems. I just used a whole lot of plugins. I used all the plugins.
But umeenda Abbey Road Studios alafu tena nini uko hivyo FL na lag. Yeah.
Turn me up.
Better bang, 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 bang. Yeah.
It's a banger for real.
I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul, unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about.
All right, so let's listen to what we just recorded. We're gonna do the backup vocals.
Yeah. I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul, unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out, vile ina bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but I bing me don't sing. When no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna congregate, mkiparambulate. Atamrush panguzwa mreading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna eating out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna congregate, mkiparambulate. At the crib, then I step in the jungle. Muna congregate, mkiparambulate. Atamrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take. Atamrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina atamrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Atamrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, na wa fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Vile ina move, tauzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm man na heavyweight. Data so we do it. I saw we do it, yeah. I saw we do it. Luku juu clean chenye na sepi na shuka.
Yeah, so Kyle won't stop Kyle. Yeah, definitely we won't stop Kyle. Yeah, so that's what we're working on today. So we're just gonna do the backups, a little ad libs here and there. Then we're gonna begin the mixing session. Yeah, what do you think?
Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nini? Yeah, I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula
I didn't
foul.
have to
Niko
set
up
up
and
the other
about,
mic.
niko in and out vile na bounce. Utapenda
gonna set
sound,
it up
niko
like
bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out.
Yo, Kyle says it sounds like it could be in a movie.
Oh yeah, man, sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They can't stop this just like they can't stop Kyle, you know? Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nil, yeah. Aso we do it, yeah. Aso we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil, yeah. Aso we do it, yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Vile na bounce, utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Kote kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Stop, it's tapping out. I got it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take. It's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take. Do it, I saw we do it, yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and up. Ready man, you know. Need ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil, yeah. Aso we do it, yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Ina move na uzanifla nijua ni late. Tuko out. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil, yeah. Aso we do it, yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but a bing me don't sing. When no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Vile ina move na uzanifla nijua ni late. hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. Yeah, I saw we do it, I saw we do it. Yeah, try to take me on, I take you out. Talk need ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. Yeah, I saw we do it, I saw we do it. Yeah, try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile ina bounce. Utapenda sound need ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. Yeah, I saw we do it, I saw we do it. Yeah, try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile ina bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds. Bada bing me don't sing when no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Vile ina move, na uzanifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it.
Yeah, that's it for the recording part. Yo, I actually found the artist sleeping. Yeah, his name is Ali. I actually found him sleeping.
This nigga got me out of bed.
Yeah, I got him out of bed to record this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the session. I'm gonna prepare the session because right now I'm using a lot of plugins on this mix, unnecessary plugins that I don't need. Safi. All right, that's what I'm gonna do first. I think I'm just gonna delete this. Yeah, I have a backup project. So I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me well. Yeah, you can hear me well. All right, so I'm gonna delete this. Yep.
Need ukisleki hapa unapangu. Yeah.
Turn me up.
Yeah,
Bada bang bang
thanks,
bang
guys.
bang. Yeah. Vile ina move na uzanifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I saw we do it.
Thanks for the follow, Kyle.
Thank you. Na shuka need ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. Yeah, I saw we do it. Vile ina move na uzanifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is. Pandi rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. I saw we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka need. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. I saw we do it. Fresh off the boat mafofoni flando na ban. Rezi ya mamba.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute all the vocals. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna prep this project for mixing. So I'm gonna take all the vocals and yeah, just watch. I'm just gonna do a quick organizing. I'm gonna organize this. So yeah, that's my first step when I do my mixes. Yeah, just make it so it's easy to see everything on one screen so I don't have to keep scrolling like up and down.
What? Turn me up.
Yeah, I think the drums sound good. Yeah, this drums sound good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this again. It's gonna take a whole while to render out these drums. No, I know what I'm gonna do. I figured it out. So I'm just gonna record it. I'm just gonna record. Yeah, recording is much easier. 3 minutes. I think. Do we really need this part? All right, let me finish organizing. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take only the vocals that I'm gonna use for this. Yeah, it's a boring process. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I do every day. Nope, I didn't select everything. Yeah, now this is the verse intro. Yeah, that part, that's good. All right. Verse, that's the first verse. This is the second hook. Yeah, the third hook. I'm gonna select everything together. Yeah, like that. Then the second verse, I'm gonna bring it up here. Yeah, I already have everything. So now that I have this, what I'm gonna do next? Right, I'll have to save a different version. Yes, I have to save a different version because I want to delete some stuff. Let me just say mix. I'm gonna name it mix. I'm gonna delete these vocals here. I don't think I need them anymore. But I saved a new project in case I need them. I can always go back to my previous project. All right, so it begins.
What? Turn me up. It's a banger for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna select the chorus. I had already mixed the beat, but I'm gonna break it down. But first, I'm gonna do the vocals first.
na uzani flani jwani lit tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi east pande.
Alright, so I had already mixed these vocals during the first session. Let me just say, when did we record this? We recorded it, it's 8th February this year. That's when we recorded this song. That's when we made this song. So what I'm gonna do, I already highlighted this whole section. So let me just save this preset. Let me just save this. The song is So We Do It. So we do it. Yeah, so I'm gonna reset that to default. Alright, so insert. Yeah, let me just do this. So I have my main hook vocal on insert 54 here. It's going through insert 53. Yeah, I'm gonna color code it. Insert 53, then from insert 53 it goes to the vocal bus, that's insert 50. Yeah, I named it vocals. Then after that it goes to the vocal bus. This is the main vocal bus where everything vocals passes through this green bus. Yeah. So the first thing you want to add auto-tune. Yeah, not always. You don't want to add auto-tune always, but you can. You can. Kyle, just seen the stems. Kyle, let me give you my Instagram so we can talk more on my Instagram. My Instagram is at waddumusic. All right, Kyle, if you don't mind, If you don't mind, DM me on IG real quick. Yeah, seeing your vocal so that we can talk about your song. We can later on. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this mixing session. So I already have my vocal routed to the mixer. Yeah, let me just check the levels.
Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it.
I think there's a problem with my speaker. I'm gonna fix it.
Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Aso we do it. Vile inabuka nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Yeah. Aso we do it. Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Aso we do it. Vile inabuka nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Aso we do it. Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Aso we do it. Vile inabuka nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah.
Alright, so that's our vocal. I already have the key. Our key, we are working in B minor. So this is our main vocal here.
Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa
I think I'm gonna turn down the beat just a bit.
Nazani flani jwani late. Nazani flani jwani late. Nazani flani jwani late.
Yeah, -14. Yeah, that's good.
Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko
Yeah, and also I have a soft clip on my mix bus. Everything goes through. Yeah, everything goes through my mix bus insert number 4. Yeah, the green one. Everything.
Nazani flani jwani.
Yeah, what's not going? Yeah, this one. Yeah, now everything is going through the mix. Everything is going through the mix bus. Yeah, it's just for control, just for flexibility. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this chorus. I'm gonna select it like that. Then I'm gonna adjust the clip gain.
Nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too clean tenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nini. Aso we do it. Vile inabuka nazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha getikali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Aso we do it. Tuko too.
Alright, so our vocal is already sounding nice. We only have auto-tune on it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a limiter. Just to tame the peaks, because you see there's a lot of peaks on my vocal. Yeah, but the artist was really consistent with his performance. As you can see the waveform. Yeah, it's a nice waveform. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, not too much fluctuations. Yeah, except for here, this part. Yeah, not too much. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's a great performance by Ali. Yeah, big shout out to him. So I already have my limiter here. I love the L2 maximizer by Waves. So the first thing I do, I turn the dithering mode off because it causes like a hum at 50 hertz, 60 hertz. Yeah, if you're an engineer, you know this. And if you didn't know, now you know, nigga. Yeah, I'd say it. All right. Yeah, so what I'm doing here, I'm actually adding the volume using this limiter. So my ceiling, I'm setting the ceiling at -6. So this threshold is at -6 also. My ceiling is at -0. So what this is gonna do, this is at -0. What it has done, hey, English is not my first language. English is like my third language. English is my third language. So bear with me, please. So yeah, I set it at -6 because I don't want my vocals peaking above -6. Yeah, you just don't want your vocals peaking too loud. You just don't want that. Then after setting that, you'll notice that the threshold is gonna turn up the volume like a lot. Like, just listen. I'm gonna solo the vocal.
Muknazani flani jwani late tuko
listen,
outside wakiwa ndani wanatwit inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace pandiridi mana heavyweight adata so widwit ye aso widwit loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka net ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail ye aso widwit vile ina muknazani flani jwani late tuko outside
yeah, but it's already picking at 0 decibels. And I don't want that. So I'm gonna use this button, this slider here, Yeah, what you can do, you can just select both of them like that and drag. I'm gonna drag it. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wanatwit inabomburusha geti. That's how I normally set my levels. You can deselect this ARC button here and play with the release time, but I normally just leave it. Yeah. When you don't select it, when you leave it off like that, what the limiter does is it does the release time, it does it automatically. Yeah, it does it for you. But if you want more control, you can turn that on and play with the release time. And on vocals, depending on the material that you're working with, yeah, you want it the lowest, or maybe you can. Yeah, there's a whole lot of ways you can use this. I'm not gonna delve into that right now. Let's just keep this going forward. Yeah, that's for another time. So the next thing I'm gonna add a compressor. Yeah, my vocal the vocal sounds nice. The vocal sounds great, and there's no de-esser, there's no equalizer, there's no all that bullshit. Muknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wanatwit inabomburusha getika. Yeah, the bluey. Muknazani flani jwani late it's already doing like 20 dB. Muknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wanatwit inabomburusha getika li hadi ace pandiridi mana heavyweight adata so widwit ye aso widwit loko tu. Hello taxi. Yeah, we're doing live session. I'm not gonna be looking at the chat while I'm doing this. I don't know how oh my god, how am I gonna do this? I think I need to place this chat somewhere where I can see it. Yeah, yes. Yeah. No, that's impossible. I can't do it. I can just do a good mix. Yeah, let's continue. Yeah, since this is a dancehall song, so dancehall is basically just rap. So these vocals, as you can hear, is like rap singing, more of rapping than singing though. So when you're working with this type of material, you want a very short release time, obviously, and a very short attack time. Yeah, not always though, not always. For this specific vocal, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with a very fast release time, very fast attack time.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace.
Yeah, it's taking all away the dynamics from the vocals. Yeah, let me just A-B it for you. Here is without.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka.
Yeah, it's almost like it's chopping the top off, you know. Yeah, it's chopping the top off. So I'm gonna roll back the attack time just a bit.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana.
And if you're unsure about how to set your attack and release time, yeah, here's a guideline. This is what you can do. Let me show you what you can do. You can do this. You take 60,000, you divide by your BPM. 60,000 divided by 89. I'm not going to do that. That's my BPM right now, 89. 60,000 divided by the BPM that you're using. Then you can divide it by the value that you get from that. You can either divide by odd numbers or maybe divide by 3 to get the triplet note, and divide by 0.667 to get the dotted note. Yeah, we'll delve into that later. Yeah, probably not on this stream.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko out.
So I'm gonna play with the mix knob.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net.
Our vocal is nice and controlled. The next thing I'm gonna add equalizer.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it.
Yeah, roll off around 107 hertz.
Moknazani flani.
Yeah, let's do it extremely so that we hear what it's doing.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Vile ina moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Loko tu clean.
Yeah, then what I'm gonna do next, this part I'm not gonna be really talking, because if I explain everything, I'm just gonna do it then explain it, okay, so that we move a little faster.
Moknazani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha geti kali mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. vile ina move na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Yeah.
Yo, Kyle, you still here? Yo, you still here? Yeah, okay, that's great. I just seen the stamps you sent. Can you please check my Instagram, please? Yeah, I just yeah, my Instagram is at waddumusic. Are you on Instagram? You on Instagram? Yeah, you already sent me a message. Let me just check it. Let me check it. Yeah, I seen your message, Kyle. Yeah, that's my Instagram. So we're gonna talk on Instagram. So I'm just gonna finish doing this song. After this, I'm gonna DM you. So let's just continue with this. Thank you.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it.
So instead of using a de-esser, this is what I normally use. I normally use Sooth 2. Yeah, this isn't a free plugin. It's a paid plugin. Yeah, I normally do the free stuff, but yeah, on my vocals I like using the Waves plugins and Fab Filter.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight data
you
so
hear
we
that?
do it, yeah.
So
we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Vile ina move na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana.
Yeah, our vocal is already sounding nice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add, I don't even know what to add. I feel like maybe a reverb just to finish it off, because our main vocal is already sounding nice and we've only used 4 plugins, a limiter, a compressor, an equalizer, and this Sooth 2. This is a DS. I'm using it as a de-esser and a resonance suppressor. Yeah, it suppresses a lot of resonance. Since we are not really recording in a treated room, I only have like just padding on. Yeah, just a few padding here and on this side and on the other end. Yeah, and at the corner, there, the back corners. Yeah, it's not really doing much. But you see, I'm on headphones.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm.
Alright, so we have that. So the next thing you can add, you can do a CLA vocals. Here, this is my personal favorite. Yo, there's no song I do that this plugin normally misses. I normally use it everywhere.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside
Alright, I'm gonna step out of this mono. Yeah, I hope I said that right.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace.
Yeah, there's this preset that I like here. Yeah, this one.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi.
Since I already did the compression, let me just explain what this plugin does. Yeah, this is the bass. This is this knob here. This fader here.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko
yeah.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti.
Yeah, that boominess. Yeah, that boominess around 150 hertz, 200 hertz.
Na uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna turn it down just a notch.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it, yeah.
Alright then. I normally like this. This is the treble. Roof, there's 3 modes: roof, top, bite. I normally like top and roof. Yeah, these are my 2 favorites. I normally start with this.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it.
And the spunk, yeah. So let me explain something. Here, this knob, we are on this compression section. So we have three modes: the wall, spunk, and push. So this push is a parallel compressor. If you don't know what a parallel compression is, just look it up right now. This spunk is more of, yeah, I feel like it's more of 76 style compressor. Yeah, this style of compressor. This is like a vintage sound. And the wall, this is a limiter. Yeah, it's a brick wall limiter. Yeah, since I already have a limiter on my inside, I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna maybe pick between these two. Yeah, but be careful not to overcompress your vocals unless you're really sure of what you're doing.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Vile ina Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo.
Yeah, then I'm gonna do a reverb. Yeah, I like I like this mode. This tight mode, it normally works fine for me. I'm gonna exaggerate it so you can hear what it does.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi.
Yeah, now I'm gonna adjust it.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Vile ina Muknauzani flani jwani late.
Yeah, then I'm gonna add the slap delay. Yeah, the slap is a classic. Yeah, especially for rap vocals. This is what you always want. You always want to use a slap delay on your vocals. If you don't have this plugin, you can just use the fruity delay, but you're gonna have to use it in parallel for this effect. You turn down the feedback level all the way, then leave it on stereo, then the time all the way down. Now let's listen to what it's doing.
Muknauzani flani jwani late.
Yeah, it's almost facey. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna adjust the time. Before we adjust the time, let's adjust the time first, then we'll come back to the diffusion. Yeah.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it,
yeah. You hear that?
So we do it. Look,
it's almost like this is the main vocal, this is the slap. They're following each other. There's also another one. It's like they're following each other like that. Yeah, the main vocal, yeah, that's what it's doing.
Muknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet.
Yeah, then then you adjust the wet knob to get that slap effect.
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet.
Yeah, but that's not how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi
Yeah, you hear that?
Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislek yapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Vile ina moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail.
Whoa. So then finally on my vocal chain I'm gonna add, so what this pitch knob does, this is actually a stereo, these are stereo widening presets. So in this stereo mode, listen, this is in stereo mode. Yeah, I've exaggerated it so that you can hear what it does. Then let's listen to the wide mode.
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislek yapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail.
Yeah, for this stereo effects, why we yeah, for this wideness effect, yeah, these are for depth, yeah, for adding dimension, for making your vocal sound wider. Yeah, because normally, especially if we recorded in mono, and I recorded in mono, and as you can see, I'm using mono plugins, mono. So the tool just takes the signal the way it is. If it was mono, it will just give you a mono signal, and then my signal then comes to the CLA in mono. Then the CLA converts the mono to stereo. And now from this I'm working in stereo, but I was working in mono all along.
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana.
All right, so let's A-B what we did. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna turn this knob on and off, on off, so that you can hear what it's doing.
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislek yapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Vile ina moknazani flani
what do you guys think? Does it sound better
wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislek yapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail.
You see, I'm getting a message here. What up? Original Asono. Yeah, the Nazarene Prince. The Nazarene Prince just retracted his message. Yo, what's up, G? How you doing?
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net.
Kyle, in case you're wondering, I'm also live on YouTube. In case you're wondering. So we have our vocal sounding nice. Yeah, I think it sounds nice. I'm gonna leave it at that. Then I'm gonna do the backup vocals.
Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi Pandi ready man a heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukislek yapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail.
All right, I'm gonna let you hear with and without. With and without all the effects. All right, let me just delete this.
Moknauzani flani jwani late.
Let me solo the vocal so you can hear it well.
Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Vile ina Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa
That's with the effects, without the effects.
Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it.
Thank you, Kai.
So we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it.
Wagwan Tosh.
Vile ina Moknauzani
Vipi,
flani
bro?
jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet.
Yo, bro,
Inabomburusha geti
Tosh.
kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it.
Tosh, wagwan Tosh. Wagwan unasema eti unadai? Ati unadai aje? Ati hello mbuda jo, naweza fanya hiyo kitu walai. Nipe hiyo nafasi, niko na 3 nimejibonga. Ya unadai kumix ama unadai kurap? Aya, sa nikufanyie shughuli yako moja. Or you want mixing and mastering? All right, Tosh, I get you, bro. So let me give you my IG. This is my IG. This is my Instagram. Tosh, that's my Instagram. Tosh, juu tuko Kenya, acha nikupatie namba ya WhatsApp. No, actually that's not my WhatsApp number. Tosh, that's for calls. That's for calls and SMS only. Let me give you my WhatsApp number, but I normally don't do WhatsApp these days. These days I'm on IG and all this. So let me just play this.
Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside
Yeah, we are gonna do the ad-libs.
Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Vile ina Moknauzani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it.
Alright, Tosh, I really like. I'm just checking out your channel, Tosh. I don't see anything on your channel. Let me know if you've gone to my IG. Tosh, hebu ni DM, Tosh ni DM. Tosh ni DM.
zani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight data so with I so with wait. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisiki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. I so with yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking for luneza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out, vile na bounce.
Yeah, you're downloading the trial version of FL Studio so you can practice. Yeah, it's good to practice, especially when I'm doing these lives, when I'm doing these streams. You can be joining me and you can just copy what I do. Actually, that's how I started. Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, I'm recovering. Yeah, I had a really bad cold. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabumburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight data so with I so with look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I so with fresh off the boat mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo mana nalia clams. Wata bam mana babs man champion. Come and collect and the loudest in the room. Madobas na wabumburush the loudest easy roots. Unapigwa na besi ya wadujo inabaki umedua. Strani mbaya di imami nabaki atuombedu. So I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So this is what I did here. So I already mixed the hook, the main vocal. I already have the preset, but on this, specifically on this first verse, what I did is I used the CLA. You see, it's all the way up. Fresh off the boat, mafofo ni flando na ban. Yeah, if you can see the needle, check the needle. Fresh off the boat, mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru. Yeah, it's about -7 decibels of gain reduction. Yeah, that's what we have. Yeah, that's what I'm doing first before I send it to the main vocal, to the main vocal insert. Yeah, this is the one I just showed you guys. So my vocal is going through the CLA 76 compressor, then through a de-esser. Yeah, I said I normally use this through as a de-esser. I wasn't lying. Yeah, I also use the Pro DS, the de-esser, then the Arvox. Yeah, this is a classic. Yeah, everyone says to use Arvox. Yeah, because it's a dope plugin. Fresh off the boat, mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo mana nalia clams. Wata bam mana babs man champion. Come and collect and the loudest in the room. Madobas na wabumburush the loudest easy roots. Unapigwa na besi ya wadujo inabaki umedua. Strani mbaya di imami nabaki atuombedua. Dopi nuo ufi frightened. Ina mi element you know me senses are heightened. Discipline ka samurai au Japanese kwa vite. Na show up on a daily mind me biz never mind them. Give a moment of silence. You compare na daddy. Emi yangu steady siezi miss ni roho ama ya Kevin. Rhymes zangu zinakuweka kwa headlines and ko ever ready. Height ya Messi ego mrefu hadi me baby Wemby. Na washa kiblem kijamo kinanirusha medi. Misipedi nimejipintu habaliska Dr. Sele. Ina mokta uzani flani jua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight data so with I so with look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukislick hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I so with yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking for luneza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out, vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds. But the big me don't sing when no fall like una doubt. Got the game on submission and it's stepping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step at the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi nidi fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to
take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate, mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Ina move down side wakiwa ndani wana tu.
Alright, so enough playing around. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the hook backup, the backup vocals on the hook. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna be working on. Let's listen to it. Let me just unmute it. Yeah, I already applied a lot of effects before, but I'm gonna add new effects. I'm just gonna save this for later. This is the hook backup one chain. This is the yeah, I'm gonna reset it. Alright, I already saved it, so I already have auto-tune, our keys be mine, I already have it set. Yeah, my retune speed is 10, flex, a little bit of flex tune and a humanize. Yeah, that's all I did for the auto-tune. Yeah, I'm gonna color code it F2 to bring up that dialog box. Yeah, F2 on Windows if you're using Windows. So what I'm gonna do, I normally like my backup vocal not too far from the main vocal. Yeah, not all the time though, because sometimes I usually go crazy. I usually go like crazy. So yeah. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit distracted. Yeah. So I'm just dragging and dropping these presets. I already made this, so no need to do it twice. So since this is a backup vocal, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna add this plugin I like using. Where is it? Sine vibes blend. Yeah, here it is. Just listen to what it's doing. It's almost like a chorus flanger. Yeah, this is what it's doing here. Yeah, that's what it does. And here, if you turn up the feedback all the way up, this is what it does. Yeah. I like it.
Ndani wana tweet ina bomo knozani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace pandi ready man heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I so we do it. Vile ina move down zani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet ina bomburusha.
Yeah, that's how we do it, bro.
Data so we do it. I so we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I so we do it. Moknazani flani jwani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace pandi ready man heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Cookies like yapo unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I so we do it. vile ina move down za nifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it, yeah, so we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it, so we do it.
Hey, the backup vocal is already sounding nice. So if you don't have this plugin, what you can do, you can just use the fruity chorus. You can use the Valhalla, especially if you have Valhalla. You know, Valhalla is a paid plugin. Even this Sine Vibes is a paid plugin. It's not a free one. So Valhalla, it's not that expensive. I can't remember how much it is, but it's not expensive. Yeah, if you can't get the Sine Vibes, get the Valhalla. This plugin, the Valhalla bundle. This plugin, it's really dope. It's really dope. Yeah, you can use this instead of Sine Vibes. Basically does the same thing. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Yeah, but I don't like the low end on these vocals. I'm just gonna tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka nail. Ukislake hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Vile ina move down za nifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Nifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka neat. Ukislake hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Vile ina move down za nifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it, yeah. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. So we do it. Yeah, then I'm gonna add a reverb. Of course, I'm gonna add a reverb.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Look too clean chenye.
Yeah, you have to watch out when working with these reverb units. Reverbs it's very easy to overdo the reverb, so you wanna watch out for that.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi is pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Look too clean chenye na sipi na vile ina move
Yeah, now I'm gonna do the second backup vocal. As you can see, I don't do a lot using these plugins. You see, here I have the CLA 76 again. Look at this. Yeah, it's a short release time. It's a fast release time. Not too fast though, like almost all the way. Then very fast attack time. I didn't even interfere with the input knob and the output knob. And I used the blue. I like how it sounds. But the ratio this time, it's on 8. It's on 8, not at 4 where I had it on the main vocal. On the main vocal, as you can see. Yeah, so the ratio, what it does, that's actually how much you want the compressor to compress, like by how the strength of the compressor, basically. Yeah. Then a de-esser on this other vocal, then a de-esser, then a Arvox. Yeah, I already used it before. Yeah, I used it on the verse. Yeah, this is on the first verse. The Arvox. Then I have the CLA effects, mono to stereo. If you if you're paying attention, you can see I use the mono plugins because I'm recording everything in mono. So I use the mono plugins, mono. Then I don't know why they don't have just the mono version of this plugin, you know. But if they don't, you want to use it in mono, you want your vocal to stay in mono, you can just use this knob here. You can just use this knob down here to merge it all the way up. And if you merge it like that, it's gonna be in mono. All right, so let's listen to what it does. Actually, this is a preset. I actually didn't do much with it. I just turned it down. So this is the second preset, the caveman preset. Yeah, I think everyone uses this preset. Yeah, just listen. I'm gonna solo it. Yeah, together.
Vile ina move na uzani flani jwani lit. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi east. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Vile ina move na uzani flani jwani lit. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi east. Pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka nil. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nil. I saw we do it. Vile ina move na uzani flani jwani lit.
Yeah, so we have a third backup vocal on the chorus. As you can see, the presets are almost the same. And additionally, this equalizer here on the FL mixer. Yeah, just look at it here. I have this band. I'm just turning out the low band at 234 hertz. Yeah, I'm turning it all the way down. Let me see the preset that I'm using here. Yeah, it's a preset. I'm using a preset. I did not even do anything to this. I just turned this knob down, the output knob. And the auto tune. Yeah. Whoa. So on this vocal I can hear the background noise. On these vocals. So what I'm gonna do, let me show you guys how to. Let me show you how to remove the noise, how to remove the background noise from this. So this is what you do. Yeah, you right click, you just click on this. Yeah, let me just zoom out. What this thingy here, you can click on this, you can right click on this or left click. Yeah, whichever one you prefer. Then the menu that appears, edit sample. Yeah, there's many ways to open the Edison. Yeah, so after that, I'm just gonna play. Yeah, I'm listening on headphones so I can hear the background. I can hear the background noise. Yeah, there's a bit of background noise. Let me just exaggerate it just for this. Listen. Yeah, that's what's going on. But I don't want that. So I've already selected that part. Yeah, to select it, you just click and drag. Now you're gonna come under this tool, this brush tool here. You just click it once or twice or 1,000 times. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do after this dialog box comes up, then acquire noise profile. Control A to select everything. But first, I want to listen to what it has done. I wanna see if the noise is gone. So I'm just gonna select that part, then click on the brush tool again. Then I'm gonna preview, and we're gonna come and talk about this threshold button here and this amount button here. But right now, I'm just gonna preview and listen to the results. Yeah. Yeah, the noise is gone, like almost all of it. But you don't wanna do it. Oi, 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 oi. Oi. Yeah, you don't want to do too much when you're denoising. You don't want to do too much. Yeah, you can play with the threshold and the amount depending on your vocals. Yeah, depending on the material that you're working with. It doesn't have to be a vocal. It could be a guitar. It could be drums. It could be whatever. Yeah, you just play with the amount. For this case, I'm just gonna turn the amount. Yeah, I normally place it around here. I normally set the amount to this much because I know. Actually, the reason why I set the amount at that level is because I know the level at which the vocal was recorded at, and I know just the right balance, Yeah, you just have to do it over and over again until you get it. Yeah, it takes years. Actually, it has taken me years. Yeah, it has taken me years to get here, actually. Yeah, over 10 years, man. 10 years.
vile ina move uzani flani jwani late tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet ina bomburusha getikali
Alright.
jwani late ndani wana
I'm gonna repeat that process. I think there's an error. Yeah, acquire noise profile, select it all, then accept. All right. Now I'm gonna drag and drop it here. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, everything is good. Everything is good. Now we can continue. Yeah, the background noise is still there. I didn't get rid of all the background noise. But since it's still there, I only got rid of the noise just a tiny bit because I don't want the denoiser to affect my vocal. Yeah, because it normally leaves like some funny weird textures on the vocals, and I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add this plugin. It's a nice suppressor by Waves NS1, and I'm gonna turn it like I'm just gonna do just a bit of noise suppression. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, I can still hear the noise. So I'm gonna show you another way. You see, when you're cleaning up vocals, it's normally an incremental process. You don't wanna like clean it. Like you don't wanna like use one plugin to do the whole job, because when you do that, you're gonna have artifacts on your vocals. Maybe you can do it using AI. Yeah, you can do it using AI, definitely. But there's still gonna be artifacts in your vocal if you listen closely. But I don't want artifacts. Yeah, I don't want funny stuff on my vocals. So I'm gonna add this plugin. No, I opened the wrong plugin. I'm gonna do this. So there's this plugin by Waves. I like it. Yeah, it uses AI. Ooh, it uses AI here. Here it is, Clarity VX Pro. Here it is. It's gonna get rid of all that noise here instantly. Here, listen. Just listen. Yeah, without artifacts, bro. This is crazy.
Aso we do it. Chenye na sepina shuka net. Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nil.
Actually, I don't like this effect that I put on these vocals. I'm gonna delete it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a chorus. I'm gonna do a chorus effect. Yeah, you're gonna be using a lot of chorus effects if you're doing vocal mixing. Yeah, it's like a regular thing over here. It's Yeah, it's like cleaning a house. You can't just use one product. Yeah, you get me, bro. Yeah, it's incremental. You use one product to remove the stains. Then you use the mopper to you know how to clean a house, bro. I don't have to explain it. Yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. All right, so listen to this. What's wrong with my head? Yeah, this vocal respond to this side. So listen. Yeah, that's I like that. But since I have since there's 3 backup vocals that are gonna be playing together on this chorus, I'm gonna add another plugin. This is also a paid plugin. It's not a free plugin, it's a paid plugin. It's called Spaced Out by Baby Audio. Like, I normally use this plugin. I use this a lot. Yeah, so let's listen. Yeah, let's listen to this. Yeah, it's like for adding space and dimension and reverb and delay all together, yo. It's a really cool one. Yeah, you have to get this one. You have to get this plugin. Yeah, this is a must. I can't live without this plugin. I can't live without it. I can't live without oxygen, though. I can definitely do without it, but I love it. Okay, so the bad thing about using these fancy plugins is when you're asked to recreate this, when you have to recreate this same effect without using this plugin. Let's say maybe you've been invited to a studio session, you've gone to another studio, and maybe it was impromptu, you didn't carry your laptop, you didn't have your setup with you, and now you have to recreate these effects. Yeah, that's where the problem starts. But it's not a problem for me since I already know how to. I already know how the plugin engine works. Actually, I'm gonna do a video specifically on this plugin and how you can create these effects without this plugin using only stock FL Studio plugins.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha getikali hadi is pande rhythm wani late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha getikali hadi.
Yeah, that plugin is it's really heavy on my CPU. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna recreate that effect. It's adding a delay and a reverb. I already have a chorus. It's adding a delay and a reverb. So I'm just gonna use the rhythm delay. Let's hear what it's doing.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabombula ni jwani late. Tuko outside jwani late. Ndani wana jwani late. Ndani wana tweet. Jwani late. Ndani wana tweet. Jwani late. Ndani wana tweet. Jwani late. Ndani wana tweet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much.
Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet inabomburusha getikali hadi is pande rhythm na heavyweight data, so we do it. I saw we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. I saw we do it. Fresh off the boat mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo maana nalia clams watabam bam mana.
Yeah, yeah, it's sounding nice. It's sounding nice, Kyle. I didn't like recreate the exactly what this plugin is doing, cause I didn't have to. I just like the way it sounded. Yeah, I didn't have to, but this plugin, yeah, this is a gem.
Nijwa ni late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace pande rhythm man heavyweight data so we do it. I saw we do it, yeah, I saw we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Yeah, unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I saw we do it, I saw we do it. Fresh off the boat mafofo ni flando na ban. Rezi ya mambaru hizi ends ni fire ban. Jana nilimkunjwa ndo maana nalia clams.
Yeah, it sounds nice. Yeah, it sounds nice, guys. Yeah.
Come and collect
Like
and
it,
they
I
the
like it
loudest
too.
in the room. Madobas na wabumburush the loudest easy roots. Unapigwa na besi ya wadujo inabaki umedua. Stani mbaya di imami na baki atuombedua. Dopi nuo ufi frightened. Ina mi element you know me senses are heightened. Discipline ka samurai au Japanese kwa vite. Na show up on a daily mind me biz never mind them. Give a moment of silence. You compare na daddy. Emi yangu steady siezi miss ni roho ama ya Kevin. Rem zangu zinakuweka kwa headlines na niko ever ready. Height ya Messi iko mrefu hadi baby Wemby. Na washa kiblem kijamo kinanirusha medi. Misipedi nimejipintu habaliska Dr. Sele. Ina mokta uzanifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace pande rhythm man na heavyweight data so we do it. I saw we do it, yeah, I saw we do it. Look too clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I saw we do it, I saw we do it.
Alright, so there's one last thing I'm gonna do. Then I think this mix is gonna be done. Yeah, the vocal mix is gonna be done. Then I'm gonna give it time to. What's the word? I'm gonna give it time. Yeah. What I'm trying to say, the way they let wine stay for a couple of years so that it becomes better. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But that doesn't happen with music. The more you give it time, the more boring it becomes because you get used to the sound. Yeah, so I'm gonna do these backup vocals here. The ones we recorded live. Yeah, I had already started on one of the vocals. I used this preset, this caveman preset. Yeah, as you can see, it's a favorite. It's a favorite. I do this a lot. And I really like it because it really fastens my workflow. I go a lot faster. Yeah, but I don't like how this vocal is sounding here. I'm gonna throw a compressor. I'm gonna give it a compressor just to tame it a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna use this. Where is it? Where's that plugin? Yeah, the Renaissance. Yeah, the Renaissance AAX. Yeah, I used to use this plugin a lot back in the day. Yeah.
Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Yeah.
All right, so let me play everything. Let me play. Oh my God! I said let me pray. Let me play everything together so that we can hear.
Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but I bring me no sing when no fall like no doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi nidi fame. Ata si die fame, mina
Yeah, that's dope. That's really sounding good. So this plugin, I really like it. This is the Chris Lord Algae unplugged. As you can see, I'm using the mono to stereo since the Renaissance AAX. I used the mono version and our vocal was recorded in mono. And I already panned out the vocals, but I already panned the vocals. The panning won't affect. So this unplugged version. This is the default preset. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the reverb.
Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko session.
I'm not gonna do anything to it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe turn down the delay just a bit, but other than that,
Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nini? I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, bada bring me ndo mzing wendo fala kau.
then I'm gonna add this Valhalla Supermassive. I'm just gonna use the default preset because it normally adds like a delay. Like if you listen on headphones, you can hear the delayed signal moving around, and it's really nice. It's really nice for the listening experience, especially for someone listening on headphones, earphones.
Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nini? I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, bada bring me ndo mzing wendo fala kauna doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib, then I step in the junk.
I like quality work, and I love doing this music, man. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for for staying with me during this stream, bro. I really appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I like quality work, bro. Yeah, if your work isn't quality, it doesn't sell. Nobody likes half-assed shit, you know. No one, absolutely no one. All right, I'ma go ahead and continue this.
Panguzwa mrembo unatoka nini? I saw we do it. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko bound kwa hii shit, niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, bada bring me.
All right, so there's something that's going on here. If you listen closely, I can hear the background vocals. Not the background vocals, the background noise, the room ambience. Listen to this. Whoa. I can even hear myself like snorting my nose, seeing that bitch. Yeah, that's crazy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna use a noise suppressor. On this. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it out. Because it still works like that, but it's still gonna have the room ambience though. But for this, I'm just gonna leave it because it won't affect our sound. Yeah, it won't affect our sound at all. But you don't wanna do this if there's multiple layers of vocals. If let's say you had like multiple layers of vocals, let me say something like this. You had like multiple layers of vocals playing, multiple layers, and they all play at the same time, and you didn't do the denoising part, bro. That's just gonna fuck up your mix. Yeah. It's gonna sound bad if you do that with a lot of layered vocals.
Yeah. Yeah. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko in and out vile na bounce utapenda sound. Niko session uko kwa clouds. When the fall like on a doubt, got the game on submission and he's stepping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out.
I'm gonna do the same to this, but since this vocal has almost, I can call this maybe a radio effect. Radio telephone, almost like a telephone effect. Yeah, you can't really hear the room ambience on that. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's it. Let me just have a listen on speakers. Yo. I think we've overloaded the CPU. Let me just do this real quick. Yep. Oh, that didn't help. It just made it worse. Yeah, let me do this.
Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile na bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds, but I bring me ndo mzing. When no fall like on a doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib, then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate
like
take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Vile ina move down za nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha get take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Move down za nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight. Data so we do it. I so we do it. Nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavy. Nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet.
I normally do this on like every song that I
nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight. Data so we do it. I so we do it. I so we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, I so we do it. I so we do it.
Yeah, let's listen to that again. Let's listen to that. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah, it's really buffering and I don't like it. Yeah, let's listen.
Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Ina move down za nifla nijwa ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man heavyweight. Data so we do it. I so we do it, yeah. I so we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail, yeah. I so we do it. I so we do it.
Yeah.
Wakiwa ndani wana tweet.
So I'm gonna add, now what I'm gonna add, this is gonna be like, yeah, I think this is what really defines like pro vocals and like amateur vocals. So I'm gonna do parallel processing. This is gonna be parallel processing. This is gonna give it like extra life, that extra energy, make it wider. I already made it wider than it was before, but now, yeah, I'm just gonna do this extra step. Dock to right, dock to the right. Then I'm gonna color code this. I always color code. Then, no, this is gonna be like my spatial bus. Spatial meaning space. spatial. Everything space is gonna go through that. So first of all, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add, where is it? The stereo image. I'm gonna add a stereo imager. I'm gonna use a preset. This preset, I like it. Then I'm gonna add a doubler. Yeah, this is like a chorus plugin actually. Then I don't want the direct. Yeah, I don't want the direct signal. I only want these other two signals. Yeah, I don't want the high end too much. Yeah, then what I'm gonna do, I want this to affect all of the vocals. So that's why I set up my mixer like this. Every vocal signal is going through insert 50. This red one here, everything is going through that, so that I can be able to affect them all at once. So let's listen.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data, so we do it. Yeah, so we do it.
Yeah, it's a chorus and a stereo image. So what it does, it at least let me, so the vocal was, how do I explain this? Let's say the vocal was this big. It was this big. Now what it did is it duplicated the vocal. Now imagine this is the vocal, right? This is the vocal. Now what I did is I took this vocal I took the vocal and duplicated it, right? I duplicated it, then added the doubler and the stereo imager. So what it did is it made the vocal to be like this. Yeah, at least that's what I hear it's doing, to be somehow like this. So we have this and this, so together.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data, so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it.
Alright, so I already have that. I'm just gonna name this as the widener. Then I'm gonna add a delay. This is gonna be a delay. Hey, wow, what happened? What just happened? This is gonna be a delay. So I'm gonna use this delay plugin I like using. Where is it? I hope I installed it. Yeah, I already seen it. Yeah, here it is. Comeback Kid. Yeah, Comeback Kid. Okay, this is a must-have also. I'm gonna turn down the dry all the way down. Then I'm gonna turn it to ping pong mode. So that it can play from, yeah, just like ping pong. Right, left. You hit it from this side, then this side. That's what it does.
Nauzani flani jwani late.
So listen.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha.
But I don't want it. I don't want that effect on all the vocals. I just want it on the main vocal, but on specific parts.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data, so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Vile ina Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data, so we do it. So we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Yeah. Unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah. Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi rhythm mana heavyweight data, so we do it. Yeah, so we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sipi na shuka net. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. Yeah, so we do it. Vile ina Nauzani flani jwani late.
Alright, it's already sounding great. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it like that. I'm gonna do the automation later. Then I'm gonna add another reverb. Yeah. But now this reverb, I'm gonna place it in time with the BPM. I'm gonna sync it with the BPM. So let me open up my calculator. So I'm gonna do 60,000. 60,000. I don't know. Like, why do you do 60,000? I think like there's 60,000 milliseconds in 1 second. No. No, just Google it. 60,000. I forgot why we normally use 60,000, but we use 60,000. Yeah, 60,000 divided by 89 is my BPM. I have got 674. I'm gonna divide it by 2. That's 3.37. That's what I'm gonna use. 337. Then I divide by 100 to get the 100th of it. 3.37. Then the pre-delay, I think I'm gonna do a dotted pre-delay. So to get the dotted version, I'm gonna divide it by 0.667. You know, up to this point, I've just memorized these values. Yeah, you're just gonna have to memorize them. 505. So this is gonna be the 100 is gonna be 5.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we tweet. Nauzani flani jwani late, nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside
Yeah, that's too much reverb for this vocal, but yeah, let me just show you how I'm gonna do this.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa.
There's no rules in this.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we tweet. Nauzani flani jwani late.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. I'm just gonna put it at 22%. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add anything. What I'm gonna add actually to everything, what I'm gonna do is this widener. I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna place everything one by one. I'm gonna send everything one by one to the widener, one by one, just for control, just for more flexibility. Yeah, not this one. Yeah, all right. So then I'm gonna take this vocal bus, I'm gonna sidechain it to my spatial bus. Then this spatial bus, I'm gonna route it to the vocal bus, to the main vocal bus. Then I'm gonna open up this plugin, Sooth. Then I'm gonna, under this wrench tool, processing, under sidechain, I'm gonna select vocals. Now, then I'm gonna turn on the sidechain mode. Now what's gonna happen is every time the main vocal, every signal that is passing through is at 50. Everything passing through is at 50. Every time that signal plays, it's gonna duck these effects that I've just added. See, these effects are just special effects. This is just for fun, to make it, you know what, just to give it your touch. Just to not be like everyone else who's just like slapping presets on the vocal, you know. You have to give it character. You have to give your vocal character.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. So we do it. Loko tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka net. Ukislike hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka nail. So we do it. Vile ina move. Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it, I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net, cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka net. I so we do it, I so we do it. Vile ina move nauzani flani.
All right, so I'm gonna do one extra thing. I'm gonna do bass compression. I'm gonna do bass compression. I'm gonna use the Puig child here, this compressor here. Let me just reset everything to default then. Yeah, this is just to tie everything together.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it, I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net, cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka net. I so we do it, I so we do it. Vile ina move nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace.
And this bass compressor, I don't want it doing too much. Let me turn off the mains because it's gonna cause like a hum. Yeah, it's gonna be like a noise. Yeah, I've already turned it down. So the threshold, I just want like a 1 or 2 dB gain reduction. If you look at the meta here, the needle is gonna be around -1, -2. That's where I want it.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it.
All right, we are done with these vocals. I'm gonna do the last thing. I'm gonna add OTT, over the top compression. Yeah, this is a multi-band up and down compressor. I'm just gonna use like 3 knobs on this. I'm not gonna do too much. Yeah, listen. Yeah, that's what it does. Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down the depth and the time. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little downward compression.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it,
turn down the depth again.
Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net, cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo.
Yeah, when using this plugin you don't want to do too much unless you are using it for style, unless it's for creative. For this part I'm just using it to tie everything together and to bring up the low parts of the vocal, and also to make the louder parts even louder. Yeah, that crispness, that's what it does to my vocal. Without, actually it adds the crispness without. This is something that you will do with an equalizer. Yeah, you will do it with an equalizer, maybe something like this. But no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's almost what I hear it doing. Yeah, at least what I hear it doing.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it.
Yeah. So let's listen without all the effects.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it, I so we do it. Loko too clean chenye na sipi na shuka net, cookies like hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka net. I so we do it, I so we do it. Vile ina move nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside.
Yeah, we are done with this mixing session, yo.
Nauzani flani jwani late, tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha geti kali hadi ace, pandi ready mana heavyweight data so we do it. I so we do it, I so we do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, you wanna hear the before? Yeah, you want me to do the automations? Yeah, you wanna see me do the automations? Yeah, it's got that Jamaican vibes. Yeah, that's what we were going for actually when we were making the song. Yeah, so you wanna hear the before? Let me play the whole song before and after. Now I'm just gonna play like the hook only the chorus before and after. the chorus. I'm gonna play the chorus and the verse. Yeah, the verse that we recorded live. The second chorus and the verse. Then, yeah, here, listen. Without the effects. Yeah, let me turn down all the. Let me bypass all. Yeah,
Nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Inabomburusha getikali hadi
yeah, you hear how that vocal is not steady.
Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisniki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka neat. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile ina bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds. Bada bing me don't sing. When the falla kauna doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fake.
Yeah, I can't take it. I can't listen to it without effects, bro. It's killing me. All right, so let's do another listen. Yeah, let's do another listen. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Yeah, you hear that? The vocal is steady. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka neat. Yeah. Try to take me on, I take you out. Talking foul unaweza kula foul. Niko up and about, niko in and out vile ina bounce. Utapenda sound, niko bound kwa hii shit. Niko out of bounds, out of reach. Niko session uko kwa clouds. Bada bring me don't sing. When no falla kauna doubt. Got the game on submission and it's tapping out. I got these niggas on submission and they fading out. Step out the crib then I step in the jungle. Mna congregate, mkiparambulate. Ata mrushe shade, amwezi need fame. Ata si die fame, mina concentrate to take what I take and then I take some more. Stuna educate, now I fascinate. Mtani celebrate, mtani congratulate. Ina move down za nifla nijua ni late. Tuko outside wakiwa ndani wana tweet. Ina bomburusha getikali hadi ace. Pande rhythm man na heavyweight. Data so we do it. I so we do it, yeah. I so we do it. Luku tu clean chenye na sepi na shuka neat. Ukisleki hapa unapanguzwa mrembo unatoka neat, yeah. I so we do it. I so we do it. All right, I guess that's it for today. Yeah. Let me check out yours, bro, real quick. Yeah, but that's it for today. I wanted to say something before. So you hear this buzz? Yeah, isn't that cool? Yeah, let me check out. Let me download the files. Let me download the files real quick. Because I didn't actually get to listen to your song. But I'm not gonna do it on stream, actually, Kyle. So you want me to engineer for you that song? I'm gonna charge you, of course. You know that. I guess you already know that. Yeah, so let me load the project into my DAW. All right, so there's something I wanted to say. I wanted to say this bass line here. I'm gonna drop a video explaining how I made this bass sound, because this is not unlike a normal bass sound. Yeah, you hear how it's like gliding. Almost it's like farting. It's like farting, you know. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on how to create a bass line like that, because it's actually not easy. It's not an easy task. Yeah, it took me like 2 hours making that. Like, I had it somewhere and I had to recreate it. So I'm gonna render this out. I'm just gonna render it. I'm not gonna do the automations right now, because that's gonna like the automations, like I'm gonna have to do it on the beat also. You see, I'm gonna have to do it on the beat also, and that's gonna take a lot of time. You, bro, Kyle, let me ask you, do you have the license to the beat? Cause you know I can play the beat on live, and you don't have the license to the beat. You know, the last time I played a song without a license. I got a copyright strike. Yeah, I got a strike on my channel, bro, and it does not help my channel at all. Yo, so that means I can't play it. I can't play the instrumental, but I can play your vocals. I can play the vocals. I can't play the instrumental. Yeah, so yeah, just give me a sec. Yeah, give me a sec. It's rendering. It's still rendering. FL Studio is still rendering. It's a free beat. Like it says you can use it. Yeah. Let me just look. Let me see. Let me look up the beat like real quick. Woo, I just played it. I just want to see if anyone else has used the beat and used it on their song. Do you have Shazam? Do you have Shazam, Kyle? You have Shazam? Yeah, can you Shazam that instrumental? Yeah, I see it. Shazam that instrumental. Yeah, YouTube with them ads. Yeah, just do it real quick and see if there's a song, if a song comes up or if you get the beat. Yeah, our project is done rendering. Yeah, that's great. All right, I'm waiting for you, Kyle. I can't help myself. Yeah, what did you Shazam the instrumental? What did you get? I don't have Shazam. I don't have Shazam on my phone. I have to download it, and yeah, just please do that for me. All right, I have your vocals. Here. Let me drag them into my DAW. I need to get a handkerchief. Yo, nothing came up. All right. I'm gonna play it then. That means there is nobody has a license on the beat yet. So I think they won't hit us with the copyright. Here, if they hit me with the copyright, this one's on you, Kyle. Yo, let me just add like a little preset on your vocal, bro, like, cause it's like really low, you know. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick preset. Where is that preset? Yeah.
Second to be focused on the pain. Only way to make it out alive is to be stronger than.
Hey, yo, bro, you're rapping fast as fuck. Yo, that's crazy.
Never really got it, what's the point in having title when I never get a chance to be big in the end? Weight of the world on my shoulders, I ain't never had to turn up, I don't see nobody else in the ring. Only thing I get to focus on is being better, cause I never got a second to be focused on the pain. Only way to make it out alive is to be stronger than the people right behind you. Everybody wanna be ahead, nobody else had bed bugs on the air mattress in the trap. Nobody else had mildew clothes on their back. Nobody else watched TV so they didn't know about the meth. Nobody else had to go to school to talk to DCSA. And everything on my chest, no cap, I'm shaking from it, I'm mad. Gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my daddy, overdosed, I think about it to this day. Went to school and still ain't cry out for him. Ain't no love inside these streets. I'm so overwhelmed with my problems. Stood on 10, can't catch a break. It's cool cause I got people who look out for me, no strings attached. First things first, don't disrespect me cause I take that as a threat. Put no flowers on my rock cause that's some bread you gotta waste. I'm putting nothing on my grave, man. Swear on everything that I'm a psychopath. They talk about a body where I'm from, we all got one of those. I killed Jesus so that murder talk don't bother me.
Bro, you're rapping
so
too
much
fast.
ego in this song, I probably die from confidence. Notice sometimes I'ma feel alone. Notice sometimes I'ma feel no hope. Notice sometimes I'ma try to cope. No, sometimes I don't even know. I got all that pressure on me like a boiling pot. I put Jesus first, so let me talk about the cross. Just cause I'm a sinner and he chose to pay the price with his life, that don't mean I never struggle. It just mean that I'ma be alright. I put trust in all the things he tells me. Who am I to fight? I put trust in all the things he tells me. I don't need a rhyme. Don't get it twisted, I'm still a Christian. Started making scripture come to life for them. We got a testimony and a tunnel vision. Or they ask the doctor, they don't make prescription for it. Taking pills for the schizophrenic, they don't know I'm different. Only God knows about the mental issues. Praise Jesus high with a hallelujah. I've been saved by him. Nobody else had bed bugs on the air mattress in the trap. Nobody else wore mildew clothes on their back. Nobody else watched TV so they didn't know about the meth. Nobody else had to go to school and talk to DCS. Saying everything on my chest, I'm shaking from it, I made. Like,
Yo, bro, I'm gonna give it one listen. I'm gonna give it another listen, bro. It's fire. Yo, bro, I like the way you don't lose your flow. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, your pen game is on point, bro. Yeah, you're definitely not a beginner. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a beginner at all. You sound like you've been practicing.
people right behind you, everybody wanna be ahead.
Where you from, Kyle? Where
Never
you
really
from?
got it, what's the point in having title when I never get a chance to be big in the end? Weight of the world on my shoulders, I ain't never had to turn up, I don't see nobody else in the ring. Only thing I get to
Let
focus
me
on
listen
is
to this first part again.
never really got it, what's the point in having title when I never get a chance to be
Come on,
big in the
I'm gonna
end?
put
Weight
on
of the
the
world on my
head.
shoulders, I ain't never had to turn up, I don't see nobody else in the ring. Only thing I get to focus on is never really got it, what's the point in having title when I never get a chance to be big in the end? Weight of the world on my shoulders, I ain't never had to turn up, I don't see nobody else in the ring. Only thing I get to focus on is being better, cause I never got a second to be focused on the pain. Only way to make it out alive is to be stronger than the people right behind you. Everybody wanna be ahead. Nobody else had bed bugs on the air mattress in the trap. Nobody else had mildew clothes on their back. Nobody else watched TV so they didn't know about the meth. Nobody else had to go to school to talk to DCS. Saying everything on my chest, no cap, I'm shaking from it, I'm mad. Gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my daddy, overdosed, I think about it to this day. Went to school and still ain't cried for him. Ain't no love inside these streets. I'm so overwhelmed with my problems. Stood on 10, can't catch a break. It's cool cause I got people who look out for me, no strings attached. First things first, don't disrespect me cause I take that as a threat. Put no flowers on my rock cause that's some bread you gotta waste. I'm putting nothing on my grave, man. Swear on everything that I'm a psychopath. They talk about a body where I'm from, we all got one of those. I killed Jesus so that murder talk don't bother me. So much ego in this song, I probably die from confidence. Notice sometimes I'ma feel alone. Notice sometimes I'ma feel no hope. Notice sometimes I'ma try to cope. No, sometimes I don't even know. I got all that pressure on me like a boiling pipe. I put Jesus first, so let me talk about the cross. Just cause I'm a sinner and he chose to pay the price with his life. That don't mean I never struggle, it just mean that I'ma be alright. I put trust in all the things he tells me, who am I to fight? I put trust in all the things he tells me, I don't need a rhyme. Don't get it twisted, I'm still a Christian. Started making scripture come to life for them. We got a testimony and a tunnel vision. Already asked the doctor, they don't make prescription for it. Taking pills for the schizophrenic, they don't know I'm different. Only God knows about the mental issues. Praise Jesus high with a hallelujah. I've been saved by him. Nobody else had bed bugs on the air mattress in the trap. Nobody else wore mildew clothes on their bait. Nobody else watched TV so they didn't know about the mess. Nobody else had to go to school and taught the DCS, saying everything on my chest. I'm shaking from it I made. Like, what?
Yo, Kyle, straight fire in the boot right there, bro. Fire in the, yo, that's fire. I wasn't expecting that. Like really, I'm just being honest. Okay, so what you can do, you can like do ad-libs. You know? No, not ad-libs, backup vocals. Do backup vocals. Do like the way you listen to Eminem songs, the way Eminem does his backup vocals. Like he normally does like the main vocal, he does the main vocal 3 times. Do the main vocal 3 times so that I can pan one on the left, one on the right. Then let me
Watch TV so they didn't know about the meth. Nobody else had to go to school to talk to DCS, saying everything on my chest. No cap, I'm shaking from it I made. Gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my daddy, overdosed, I think about it to this day. From it I made. Gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my
so what you can do,
gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my daddy, overdosed, I think about it to this day. Went to school and still
I can't face till this day. You get what I'm saying? Out of my face to this day. Yeah, those parts. You can do the backup vocal. You can like take one line, you split into 2. Then the second half of it, you do the backup. You get what I'm saying? Am I being clear? Yeah, you do that twice so that I can pan one to the right, then another to the left. Yeah, that's what you need to do on this. Yeah, other than that, bro, like it's cool. So how soon can you do that? How soon can you do that? Cause like these main vocals, they are just fine. I can work with this.
Never really got it, what's the point in ever title when I never get a chance to be big in the end. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I ain't never had to turn up, I don't see nobody else in the ring. Only thing I get to focus on is being better, cause I never got a second to be focused on the pain. Only way to make it out alive is to be stronger than the people right behind you. Everybody wanna be ahead. Nobody else had bed bugs on the air mattress in the trap. Nobody else had mildew clothes on their back. Nobody else watched TV so they didn't know about the meth. Nobody else had to go to school to talk to DCS, saying everything on my chest. No cap, I'm shaking from it I made. Gotta wipe my eyes, I think I be alright. There ain't no problem I can't face. Lost my daddy, overdosed, I think about it to this day. Went to school and still ain't cried for him. Ain't no love inside these streets. I'm so overwhelmed with my problems. Stood on 10, can't catch a break. It's cool cause I got people who look out for me, no strings attached. First things first, don't disrespect me cause I take that as a threat. Put no flowers on my rock cause that's some bread you gotta waste.
Yo,
put nothing on my grave, man. Swear on everything that I'm a psychopath. They talk about
what
a
do you
body where I'm
mean?
from,
What do you
we all
mean?
got
You
one
said
of
it wrong.
those. I killed Jesus so that murder talk don't bother me. So much ego in this song, I probably die from confidence.
You think you sent the wrong one?
air mattress in the trap. Nobody else wear mildew clothes on their bait. Nobody else watch TV, so they didn't know about the mess. Nobody else had to go to school and taught the DCS. Saying everything with my chest, I'm shaking from what I made. Like, what?
All right. I'm waiting, Kyle. I think I'm gonna end my stream on YouTube. Yeah.